Hey guys, okay, so I'm sure you've seen the title of this video. I got my nipples pierced, and I am going to talk about my experience because I feel like there's like a lot of stereotypes and not stereotypes, shit that people have said that's weird, and it's just like, dude, you never fucking know the truth. So yeah, okay, so I heard I've been wanting my nipples pierced since I was 16. Obviously I couldn't get it till I was 18, so then when I turned 18 I was thinking about it, and so much reasons why I just didn't go. Like, people were saying it was the most unbearable pain they ever went through. People were saying you're gonna lose feelings in your nipples. Some people said it's gonna make them even more sensitive and stimulated. So I was doing years of research, asking so many people's opinions, and it's just like everybody has their own opinion, and you have to realize that. So yes, a lot of people say it's the worst pain they've ever went through. Some people say it's not that bad, and every time somebody says a piercing's not that bad, I'm just like, you're fucking bullshitting me. So every girl who said it's not that bad, yeah, I heard that when I got my septum pierced, and it was the worst pain I have ever been through in my life. I got a nose job, so I'm not sure if that's why, because the scar tissue, but it was the worst pain. I have a video, it's on YouTube. Look at my old videos and the video of me getting it done. It was horribly done, bad person, bad placement, bad everything, and I regret that. And it was the worst piercing I've ever gotten in my life. And I also got my bridge that same day, and it was so crooked, so bad. So I was expecting it to be that amount of pain. I was like, yeah, everybody's saying how horrible it is. I was expecting it to be that amount of pain, and it fucking was not. Like, I was so scared. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about my experience getting it. I literally just got it like an hour ago, so I'm fine. I'm completely fine. So this is what happened. I did a lot of research. I live in Fresno, and I did a lot of research about piercing places in Fresno. And one of the top positive reviews was this place in a mall. I was like, how good could a piercing place be if it's at the mall? But I went with my friend to get her tongue pierced. I actually used to have a video on YouTube of her getting her tongue pierced. It was like a 2-minute video, and the guy was so professional. Everybody was commenting about how professional and how good he was, and I loved the way he did it. Like, it was just so great, and I was like, I'm gonna come here for my piercings. And I never went back. So this is my first piercing I got by this guy. But I heard so many positive reviews about this place, and a lot of negative ones too. I was just like, to each their own. Like, stupid stuff, like they cussed and they didn't like the way that they cussed. Like, somebody reviewed the shop that, like, oh, he said the F word and I didn't like it. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I was like excusing those comments, and I went, and it was very amazing. Like, okay, so I went and I called a few times, and it turns out he's only there Fridays and Saturdays, so I had to like work around that. I wanted it done a couple days ago, but I worked around it. Went today, it's Friday, and you walked in and he just had me sign the sheet, show my ID that I was 18, because like, he's gonna be touching my titties, and I paid. It was $90, rounding up. It was actually like 86, 87, but it was $90, and I tipped him like 15. So yeah, he takes me to this room. He had my sister sit down, pulled the little blind thingies down, because it was like a window room, and he pulled the thingies down, and he was like, okay, take off your shirt and your bra. I know I'm an internet hoe and I have an OnlyFans, but I'm very insecure about my body. So before I even take off my shirt, I was wearing this. I was like, okay, I'm warning you right now, my titties are ugly. Okay, I don't know if it's because I watch porn or I went to the strip club too much and see these beautiful, perfect ass women, but I'm insecure and I don't like the way I look. So I was like, I'm warning you right now, my titties are ugly. I have scars, my titties are saggy. And he was just like, take off your bra. Like, just like, okay. You know, he was like, don't worry about it. So I take off my shirt and I felt like I was in a fucking Pornhub video. Like I was just like, just felt so weird. I was just like, all right. And then after that, I looked in the mirror and I was like, okay. I felt normal. I didn't feel too like, don't look at me. Like I felt good. Take off my shit and he's in front of me just measuring it out. He's I was like, yeah, like I just mentioned that my titties are saggy because I don't want the sagginess to fuck up the straightness of it. You know, I was like, my titties drop. And, like, you know, so I was like explaining to him and he was drawing it on. He's like, you're fine. He's like, as long as you think it's straight, I'm gonna do it to where I think it's straight. Like, so he's drawing it on, doing the X's, erasing, drawing it again, making sure it's straight. And he's like, okay, go look in the mirror. I look in the mirror, I'm like, bro, the first time he told me to look, I was like, amazing. Usually when I get any other piercing, I'm like, a little bit to the right, no, like, you know, like, you know. So fucking perfect. I was like, good. Like he had me put my arms like this, up, measuring, making sure they're straight. And yeah, I was just like, wow, they look really good. And then he was just like, you're funny. I was like, why? What did I do? And he was like, your titties are not saggy. Stop being insecure. Like, stop. And I was like, I feel like they are. He's like, no, you're fine. I'm like, stop it. And he wasn't being like perverted or weird. Like, you know, like it wasn't like that. He was just like, you're funny. Like, stop. Like, because I kept putting myself down. I was like, is it gonna hurt? Like, I don't want to look stupid after because my second titties. Like, he was like, just trying to make me comfortable. He's like, you're fine. Like, don't worry. Like, take a deep breath. Like, he had me sit down on this chair. And I talked so much. I talked this poor guy's ear off. I was telling him about my friends and telling him about this and that. My sister, she heard the whole thing. She said, I heard you telling your titties are saggy. And I was like, oh my God. So she heard everything. She heard me talk his ear off. He had me sit down. I was like, what would you do if I just fainted? Like, what will happen? And he was just like, I'll catch you. Make sure you don't fall. Why are you thinking of this? And he was just like tripping out, like how scared I was. Because look at this. All my piercings, and for me to be so terrified and nervous, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna faint. I haven't ate. I might throw up. He was just like, what the fuck? So I'm laying down, and I'm just like, he's like, okay, so start breathing in. And I had my fucking mask on. I was like, oh, like, you know, breathing. And then he gets really close to me. And I was like, whoa, stop, like, what are you gonna do right now? And he had the needle in his hand, like, yes, I'm gonna do it right now. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry. He's like, no, he's like, please don't do that while I'm about to pierce you because you're gonna scare the shit out of me. And it was like so funny. I felt bad after. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I said, I'm so sorry. I just did not expect that. I was like, you're gonna do it right now. He was like, yes. And this was like 5 minutes later after drawing it on and doing all that shit. So I should have known it was coming, but I'm stupid. He sat me down and everything. So I was like, okay, I know now. So I lay on my hands. I'm just like, he's like, all right, so take a deep breath. And I should have known it was coming. I was like, and then bam, he just shoves it in. And I was like, that's it. And I didn't want to be like too like, what, that's it? Because I didn't want him to think that like I was actually like deep down like hurt inside. And I was just trying to play it off. But I was just so surprised because, let me tell you why. When you get lip piercings or even like belly piercings, one of the worst part is the clamp. The clamp that they put right here and hold it with, that part hurts. I don't know why it hurts. Like, it hurts just as much as the piercing. So like, you get the clamp and then you get the piercing and then you get the ring in. So that's 3 steps. This was just 2 steps. He just shoved the needle in, no clamp. He just worked it with his fingers and that was that. And he was like talking to me the whole time. Okay, 1, 2, deep breath in, inhale through your nose, like so vocal. And that distracted me a lot. And I was just like, wow, that was it. And like, he got the piercing. He's like, okay, so now you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure. I'm gonna put the piercing in. Boom. I was like, that was great. I was like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry for acting the way I was acting. That was nothing compared to what I thought it was. I was like, that was not bad at all. It didn't feel good. It wasn't like nothing at all. Well, it honestly, if you got your belly piercing, you know, like, wow, that was like nothing. That's literally what it was like. I was expecting the worst pain because my nose, my bad experience with my nose. I was expecting the worst pain ever. And I was like, wow. But I also heard that the second or the left side or whatever the fuck hurts more. So I was like, okay, I heard the second one hurts more. He's like, no, it's more of a subconscious thing. You know, you felt the pain the first time, your body's getting ready to feel the pain the second time. So I didn't overreact this time, but I was just like, okay, I'm expecting to hurt more though. So I was like, whew, deep breath in. He's talking to me again. Okay, a little bit of pressure. And I kind of dazed out. Like, I didn't hear anything he said after that. He was telling me how to take care of it, telling me this and that. And I was just like, like, I dazed out, and I'm getting up and he's handing me my bra and my clothes. And I'm just like, okay, like trying to understand what he's saying. But he told me like how to take care of it, watch out for backpacks, seatbelts, lacy bras, loofahs, and like telling me all these things and how to wash it, don't change it for 10 months. And I'm just like, I heard it, but I was just like, I wish I would have because he told me how much salt water to how much salt to how much ounces of water, and he told me exactly how much, and I forgot all that. But yeah, so apparently I got a long road ahead of me. I can't change it for 10 months, which sucks because I was like so excited for all these cool piercings and shit I was gonna get, but I'm not gonna touch it for 10 months. Okay, so yeah, so the car ride home. Oh, and another thing that sucks is I broke my foot. So I was walking around the mall like that, and when I get in the car I have to take off my shoe, and I was with my sister and I went to go get her boba after for going with me because people kept lagging on me, so I didn't want to go alone. It was a mess, but yeah, so it was really fucking great. And I was just like, wow, like I was just expecting way more. The guy was amazing. It was Body Jewels in Fresno, Fashion Fair Mall. His name was Ricky. Fucking amazing. And I paid before I did the piercing, and I was like, oh, do I put the tip, because he had a tip jar. I was like, do I put the tips right here, or, you know, give it to you? He's like, oh no, don't tip me. All I could ask for is a positive review if your experience was good. I was like, no. And I pulled out like a whole bunch of 5s and just throw it in the tip jar. I was like, I fucking love you. Thank you for doing this. I'm so sorry for being a bitch at first, but I was like, no, thank you. And I was just like, honestly, you have good reviews. That's why I came to you. I was everywhere in Fresno. I was like, you don't even know this, but I came last year with my friend to get her tongue, and it was amazing. And I put it on YouTube and everybody loved it. And I was like, yeah. So he was just like, wow, thank you. Like, you know. And my ex ended up deleting the video, but like he did a really good job on her tongue too. So I'm gonna put a picture right here. I just don't know if it's gonna get, because on Instagram I posted a picture. I'm gonna put my Instagram down there. But like on Instagram, I don't know if the things are different, because like you could block out like the nipple, like the middle part of the nipple, and you won't get in trouble for like nudity. But I don't know how YouTube is. So I'll put like a picture right here, the same one I put on Insta, blocking out. And if you want to see the uncensored, go on my OnlyFans. But yeah, so it's just like the drive home, I felt a little burning. I got home and I wanted to take pictures right away. I took the little tape off, and I just felt like I still feel like a little bit stinging. Nothing at what I expected. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be at all. So I'm going to be talking about my road down and just see how this goes. So yep. So if you're thinking about getting your titties pierced, guys, this is your fucking sign. Go get it. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 4 for me. The right one was a 4. The left one was a 5 or 6. Literally, I'll do it again. I was so scared because I've been wanting liposuction, and I was like, oh, I want to get liposuction so bad, but I'm gonna have to take out all my piercings for surgery, and I don't want to redo my nipples and blah blah. If I get my nipples pierced and liposuction in a few months or next year, I don't want to get it again. Yeah, no, I'll do it again. Like if one of them falls out or something, I hope to fuck they don't, but I will do it again. Like I love the way it looks. It's only been an hour or 2, but my confidence is already up there. Like I'm like want to show everybody now, and I'm just like so happy, and I can't be touching them like that when it's just my bare titty, but like right now I'm just like, yes. So I'm so excited. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you're watching this thinking about getting it, get it. Everyone's different. Just go to a good shop. If you go to a shitty shop and pay $20 a piercing, you're gonna get shitty results. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna get infected, who knows what's gonna happen. Don't do it yourself. Go to a professional, know what you're signing up for. please take care of yourself. I know I pierce myself on this channel, but I will never do anybody's intimate or serious piercings. I would not do tongues or nipples or pussy or anything like that because I know how much I can handle. So please take care of yourself, and I hope you guys have fun with your body mods. Thank you guys.